What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I will be doing a technical analysis breakdown for MicroStrategy Incorporated with the ticker symbol MSTR. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Please trade at your own risk. I will first be going over what I see on the daily chart and finish the video off with the weekly chart. So MicroStrategies basically hit the $2,000 level, dropped quite a bit already, about 42%, 43% before seeing a short-term bounce. Looks like price was able to break through this downward trend line right here, which shows a loss of momentum by the bears. So let's go over the bearish case and then we'll go over the bullish case. So for the bears, I see that price is still below this support level right over here. So if I drag that across, price was finding resistance here, pulled back, broke above it, came back to test it for support, continued higher, and then slowly started correcting back down to that level once again, broke below it, but this time we found resistance. You can see that price got rejected when it went up to that level and it went down. So it looks like the bulls are trying maybe one more attempt right here before giving up and then rolling over for more downside. So that's the bear case. For the bull case, well, we do have earnings report coming up, so that could be a huge catalyst that drives up the price largely up or down. So if it does drive up the price back above the 1326, something like that, I think there's a high probability it'll stay above it and then probably just continue higher. So either we break above it, test it for support, and then continue higher, or we break above it much higher, pull back, and then continue. So again, if that earnings report does pop up that price, I think there's a good chance to probably just come back up to that prior high and maybe even higher. But as right now, this is a wait and see opportunity. We'll have to wait and see what it wants to do around this area. Earnings report is on Monday after market close. There's room to the downside also for the bears. You can see there's not a lot of support that was made, so it can easily break through those levels. A lot of gaps over here that can be filled, and that breakout point was right here at the low 800s, high 700s. So price likes to test the breakout levels. So again, that's even more for the bears. As right now, it's looking more bearish than bullish because price found resistance when it went up. It pulled back. We could be finding resistance again for another drop down. So something like that. That's what it's looking like it wants to do. So I would be leaning more towards the downside just based on the price that I see than the upside. Obviously, long term, either if we go down right now, most likely we're going to continue higher, or we just go up right now. So higher, obviously, just because of Bitcoin in the longer term, maybe in the next 6 to 12 months. But in the short term, is leaning more towards the downside. Looks like, a correction is not over yet. So looking at the weekly chart, you can see that price basically is pulling back towards that EMA. Price likes to eventually come back to it if it gets overextended. Kind of similar to what we did back over here in 2021 February. So price was overextended, pulled back to the EMA, bounced a couple times, and then traded around it. So we're coming back down to it, so we can bounce a couple times from it right around the $1,000 level. So again, looking a little bearish, but we'll see what happens when that earnings report drops Monday, and I'll most likely give you guys an update next week Saturday. This is Vee Trades, and thank you for your time.